Cut down until I feel the backbone. Then you can actually hear the ribs being cut off the backbone. Notice the angle of my blade is, my blade nearest the hilt leads. I'm watching right here to go over that fin. I slide to the tail, comes off, and there's the fillet, voila. Flip it over. Again, hold the head, cutting. When I've got the fins on, I take those bottom fins off right there. Now I slide again, my hilt leads forward. I miss the dorsal fin if I can. And I go over I watch here at the anal fin as I go by. And I come to the end. Voila. So see, now I've come right down as tight as I can across that backbone. Doesn't leave much there for the worms. They're ready to be buried in the garden. Now to take the ribs off, the ribs have to be away from you. And you use a fork. You hold the fork into the meat so that you don't tear it up with your fingers. Then you take the top of the ribs. The knife is, again, my fingers pressing down, but the blade comes up and slides along the ribs. This time I have that back fin on. I trim that off. And those go in the burial. I've got the dorsal fin I'm going to trim off here. Always take the fork at the end of the tail. You got to be careful you don't slide through the skin. You start down, heavy pressure on the knife, but it's turned up slightly just so it slides on the skin. You need a flexible knife like this. That shows the fillet. When we look at kokanee, they have a very fine scale, even smaller than a trout. I'm going to slide my knife up against it this way. Some people like to have the skin on their fish, and so you come up and take this, you don't want to be eating scales, so you take the scales off. That knife, and that leaves really a nice skin. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Now a perch or a crappie, they'll have great big scales. These are very bright and shiny.